We are excited to be celebrating 25 years of delivering top quality janitorial services. Not many companies reach their 25th anniversary. Our founder and CEO, Todd Hopkins, got the idea for Office Pride as he was pursuing his MBA at Butler University.
I was at Butler and I was in a small group in my MBA program with a lady who had started a cleaning service, and I was listening to her as she was presenting her business plan. And I had another type of business that I had created as a class project. But as I was listening to her, I kept thinking, commercial cleaning, I mean, there seems to be a high demand. I began to do a little of my own research on it, and I realized that most people, generally speaking, aren't happy with their cleaning service.
While the vision for the business began to grow and expand, one critical component was still missing. What would the company be called?
And so as I was thinking about a name for the business, I wanted a name, first of all, that was franchisable. So I didn't want to use like Todd's Cleaning Service or something like that. And I reflected back on the days in the fraternity when we had our House Pride days, and I'm thinking, well, Office Pride, what more could you ask for? That's when we will take pride in your office. In fact, we probably take more pride in the cleanliness of our customers' facilities than they do many times. And then later, when I met Cleve McClary, the evangelist from South Carolina, he talks about pride as personal responsibility and daily effort. And he gave me permission to use that. And so when I explain pride to people, I would tell our customer prospects, we'll take personal responsibility and daily effort. That's what we teach our franchisees, that's what we teach, what they teach their employees to deliver, and that's what you should expect as a customer.
This commitment to taking care of the customer, taking pride in their building, is reflected in our brand promise.
It originated from a phrase that my dad used to say. When I was a kid, I would watch my dad. He would trade with people, and he would cut some sort of a deal, and at the end they would shake hands. He would always say, "No strings attached." And I was thinking, no strings attached. What are strings? Well, strings are those things that made what looked like a good deal turn out to be a bad deal. Those are strings. And really, we don't want those. And I was thinking, what are the strings in the cleaning business? Well, really, it's headaches. Customers, they hire us, and when we give them headaches, that's what a good deal, them hiring us to clean their building, it turns into a bad deal if we give them headaches.
With this commitment to customer satisfaction serving as the foundation of the business, success followed. As the business grew, so did the future of Office Pride as a franchised business.
Yeah, the great thing about franchising is I get to help other people achieve their dream. I mean, that's a blast. And so to listen to their goals and to know that we actually have a business model that can help them achieve that, that's pretty cool.
Franchising has served as Office Pride's growth strategy ever since. Growth can dilute a company's original identity. Part of making sure that the company stayed true to Todd's vision was developing a mission statement and core values. Honoring God is a prominent part of both of those, so we are often asked if we are a Christian company.
People may ask about, well, is Office Pride a Christian business, or what's that all about? And I'm going to be the first to say there's no such thing as a Christian business. Businesses don't die and go to heaven. Only people die and go to heaven. But there can be Christian people who own a business, and they can operate, they can choose to operate, make decisions in that business based on Christian biblical principles. And that's what I am, and that's what we try to teach and equip others to be.
Everyone's commitment to honoring God is a big part of why Office Pride is where it is today. Another factor to our company's success has been a culture of continuous improvement. As business guru Brian Tracy says, there's only one direction you can coast: downhill.
Well, I think right now we're in a sweet spot with Office Pride. We have a lot of wonderful franchisees, an incredible corporate staff. We have an attitude of learning. That's what's so great. We've created a platform that allows our franchisees to easily communicate and learn from each other. We have the training modules that are behind the scenes and commitment to continue to make more and more training videos. The vision groups are incredible as franchisees are put into a structured environment to learn from each other. I probably have as much excitement about where we are in our business right now and what I'm doing within that than I ever have in 25 years. It's a good place to be.
Office Pride didn't achieve all it has because of Todd. It has been successful because of the people all along the way. It's about how Office Pride does business more than what Office Pride does.
Office Pride is not just about me. It's not just about those early franchisees or our corporate team. It's about all of us. It's bigger than one person. It's bigger than one franchise. From the day I hired my first key operations manager and realized how important it is to build a quality team. If you want to achieve great things, you got to be able to recruit great people, people that are better than yourself. And so this business hasn't been about me since the first year when by the grace of God, was able to bring on quality people, to be able to have quality customers believe in us, that God would give us the favor that those customers would choose us, would trust us with their keys. It's about a way of living. It's about a way of moving forward in life. It's about being able to take what creates a livelihood for you and use that in such a way that brings joy to yourself and to others and honors God.
It is very exciting to celebrate 25 years in business and to spend some time looking back at where we've come from and count the blessings that God has given Office Pride.
It is about the future. That's what we still have in front of us to live, and we want to make the best of that. So as much as we celebrate the past here, as we've now been part of Office Pride, or our system has been around for 25 years, but now let's get back to business. It's time to experience together the next 25.
As we look to the next 25 years for Office Pride and what's ahead, we are guided by two BHAGs. That's a big, hairy, audacious goal as coined by famed author Jim Collins. These goals keep in mind what's most important, the people who make Office Pride great.
So it's not for us to be the biggest, but it is for us to be the most admired. We want people to look at our brand and admire how we operate, who we are, what we stand for, everything that we do, the systems that we have in place, the talent that we've been able to recruit. We want to be the most admired. Just recently, in the last 2 years, I began to really kind of have a second BHAG. And our new BHAG is for Office Pride franchisees and employees to be the happiest people on the face of the earth. And some people may challenge that and say, well, how could you possibly have a dream like that?
Most companies don't have this kind of clarity when they look to the future. Having clear, well-defined goals is the dividing line between wildly successful companies and mediocre companies.
People will follow you if you have clarity, and that clarity is a future that they envision and that they want to be a part of. And so it's so important that we not only celebrate our past, but we have clarity as to where we're going, what we want to create, and then as franchisees, it's certainly important that every one of them who want to grow something bigger, who have a vision that they want to accomplish, that they're clear as to what that vision is, how they're going to get there, and that they're willing to lead their team to achieve that.
As Office Pride continues to clarify and drive execution, we will continue to see success, both in the short term, but also in the long term.
I believe because of the track we're on and exceeding 20% growth per year, that if we continue 20% growth per year, which I believe we will mathematically double every 4 years. And I believe that Office Pride will, in our total sales volume, double every 4 years. And so 25 years from now, if you do the math, it puts us in a really good spot. Actually, by the year 2022, we'll be over $100 million in total sales, and by the year 2031, we'll be over $500 million in total sales. So when you look at the sales numbers, it's very exciting, but that's going to provide a lot of resources, a lot of opportunity to do a lot of great things to help franchisees achieve their goals.
With clear focus and direction on what the future looks like for Office Pride, we can all look forward to the new opportunities that lay ahead for Office Pride.
And I believe Office Pride, we're going to have a platform. We're going to be a brand that people are going to notice. We're going to have a much larger geographical footprint than we have now. I believe our franchisees will be among the happiest people on the face of the earth, and people are going to be drawn to us.
Happy anniversary, Office Pride. And now, please welcome to the stage CEO and founder of Office Pride, Todd Hopkins.